Hey guys, Tricknick here, back with another video. And in this video, I'll be showing you what to do and what not to do in a loadout.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now. This is cancer.
So in this loadout, you'll see how I have all mythic all mythic heroes. And you see these exclamation points, like these mean that it is unavailable. Hey, editing Nick here. The perks are unavailable, not the actual heroes themselves. I'm making this video because I've helped out a lot of people, and believe it or not, a lot of people don't know this. So because it's mythic, it's not always better. It most of the time does not buff your health. That is one thing I hear a lot is I make my loadout all mythics because it increases my health. Unless the stats say it increases your health, it does not increase your health. So, for an example, this loadout right here, this is my bow build. All it does is that it increases my bow damage, as you can see right here, sure shot. It increases my sniper crit damage by 75%. And bows are actually considered snipers. If you look over here, my scrap shot is considered a sniper. You can see it right there underneath or right next to the ranged weapon. The Xenon bow, which is the one that I use, is also considered a sniper. So this loadout, having him in here, buffs sniper damage by 75%. So that is really good, really high damage, but only on a crit. And to make this guy better for crits, I do a crit rating, which is totally rocking out. And totally rocking out, what that does is that it buffs your crit rating, and I want to say your crit damage. We can see that right here. Rockin' Riff, my bad, not totally rocking out. Rockin' Riff increases crit rating by 160, which is a lot. That means that you're going to be hitting a lot more crits, and you're going to be doing a lot more damage. Hey, editing Nick here again. You're going to be doing a lot more crit damage with the Sure Shot perk activated, not more damage with Totally Rockin' Out. And to activate Totally Rockin' Out, I am using Fumble and Battle Beats. Fumble, what that does, eliminating enemies have a 7% chance to fumble a football. Footballs grant Rockin' Riff when picked up increases damage by 50% and melee attack speed by 32%. And also Battle Beat. Eliminating 10 enemies in 9 seconds grants Rockin' Rift. Rockin' Rift's increased damage by 15% and melee attack speed by 32%, decaying over 8 seconds. So having these two people in here, plus Totally Rockin' Out, increases your crit rating and, your overall damage. And explosive rounds, that's just because I'm killing many husks at a single time, so explosive rounds just increases that area of effect with my damage. I'll show a clip here. Hey guys, editing Nick here. For my 5th perk, which is Fleet, it just increases my movement speed. I don't really need that. It don't buff my bow damage, but I don't really know anything else that can buff my bow damage. But in this footage, you don't really see me taking full advantage of the explosive rounds perk, so I'm gonna jump to the clip right here. As you can see, I'm one-shotting everything, and I am doing massive damage to crowds around me, and I even one-shot a Taker without even aiming at it. As you can see right here, the Splinter from Stoneheart Pharah's main ability splintered that Taker, and the infliction damage took care of it for me. And in this clip, you can see that I am not running that Stoneheart Pharah loadout. I am running the all mythics, and if you look at my health, you see that my health isn't really all that different, and also my weapon damage is not that high. You can see that I'm 2-shotting, 3-shotting, and even 4-shotting these husks. So obviously this is not good, so make sure you make a good loadout. And over here is my movement speed loadout. This ain't a really practical loadout. I'm just doing this because it's really fun to move really fast. I want to say with this loadout I can move over, I forgot the math, but I want to say 140% faster than you usually do. And that's a lot. How this works is that, what the heck is this? With this character, phase shift grants additional 140% movement speed for 3 seconds. Usually if they're in your support team, it would only grant you the 30% movement speed, but because she is as my commander, she does 140% movement speed, and that is already quite a bit. And because I have to use phase shifts, and I can only use phase shift 3 times normally, I am using Phased and Confused, which is Phase Scout Jest, which increases my maximum phase shift charge by 1, which is 3 plus 1 is 4. I'm using Night Stalker, and what he does is that during the evening and night increases my movement speed by 25%, which is also a lot. Fleetfoot Can increases my movement speed by 12.5, not much, but it's there. And Flash AC, which is phased out, he decreases my phase shift cooldown by 25%, so that way I can continue phase shifting, continue getting more buffs. And my team perk is Shifting Gears. Shifting Gears gives me 1 additional phase shift charge and increases my range. Or no, decreases my range. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. And I'll add a clip right here showing you what this is. Editing Nick here. Again, the 5th perk, Phase Siphon, that's also another dead perk. You don't need that there. You can swap that out for whatever you want. So, I'm gonna now go on with the clip.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to find something I could put in my hand. Here we go. It's not so big. And all right, you ready?
Yep. 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay.
I just lapped you.
You sure did. Yeah. I'm on my way back. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Flower, don't shoot me. Okay.
We made it. Yeah.
Ayo, what up, my goofy goobers? If you made it this far in the video, just subscribe and go down to the comment down below saying I subbed for a chance to get a free shout out. And also join my Discord server for weapon giveaways, and also many people in there are willing to help you do missions and a bunch of other stuff. In my Discord server, people are willing to trade with you, help you in missions, any kind of missions. And yeah, hope you like the clips. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, go. That just shows you how a good loadout can make your movement speed go faster. And this right here is my Mythic Storm King loadout. This is by far one of my highest damage dealing, my highest health, just by far a really good loadout. So what I am using here is Lynx Cassandra. What she does, because she's in my commander, you'll get the commander perk. Using Kunai Storm grants hover for 4 seconds, which means that you'll stay in the air for 4 seconds. And while you're in the air, it increases your damage, any kind, between ranged weapon, melee weapon, pickaxe weapon, it don't matter. Any of that by 140% while you're floating in the air. And what I've noticed is that when you touch the floor, it immediately just gets rid of that. And because I'm running Blast from the Past, it gets rid of my shield but increases my max health by 200%. And to activate that team perk, I am using Syrian Mites, which every 1 second adds 3% of my current health to damage of the next weapon hit. So if I hit him, if I have him activated, not my current shot, but the shot after that shot that I'm about to take is gonna do damage, more damage. And also another thing that I need 2 people to activate my blast from the past, so I'm using Syrian Claws for the horn. Adds 3% of current health to melee weapon damage. So that means that every other hit I get on the horn, 3% of my current health is going to be transferred into the horn. And because I have over almost 900,000 damage, 3% of 900,000 going into the horn, that's a lot of damage. I'm running bomb suit so that way I can get some extra armor. Armor is not health. Armor is your damage resistance. So I'm using him so that way I don't die as fast. And Assassination. This is another one that I use for the horn. Dealing melee weapon damage grants 1 stack of Assassination, stacks up to 5 times. Assassination lasts 5 seconds and increases melee damage by 4.5%. So 4.5 times 5 is, I want to say, 21% extra damage. So with my Fury, because I use my Fury for horn, the horn phase, that is, I don't know what 30 or 31% of 4,600 is, but that's a lot. And I also use quick fingers because I use 2 pot shots to kill mini bosses, because that's what my role is in Mythic Storm King, is to attack the mini boss. So I use quick fingers plus ninja stars to instantly reload my current weapon to attack the mini boss. So, editing Nick here again. This is me just showing you how good the loadout is to mini boss and to the horn, and obviously you can see all those crits that I'm getting. I'm getting over 1,600 damage to the horn, and with the mini bosses I am doing insane amounts of damage to him. Just look at that. 2 shots and almost all of his health is gone. And also with quick fingers, I'm using ninja stars to instantly reload my pot shot. So that is also really good, and as you can see here, my kunai is also buffing my pot shot damage. This is just a really, really overpowered loadout for mini bosses. Here I'm hitting the horn, not hitting a lot of crits, but 367 still a lot, and every hit that I take deals more damage. And here's some more mini boss killing. And right here we ended up getting the Mythic Storm King on our first try, even though I ended up going down. But, I'm still a god anyway. So if you're trying to make any loadout, like say if you want to make a grenade loadout, to do that, you look through here, like Fuel for the Fallen, that don't really do much for my grenades. But Warcry or Fight or Flight, that don't do much for my grenades. Let's see. How about this guy right here? He increases my maximum grenades by 4. And because soldiers usually carry about, I want to say 3 grenades on them, this guy carries 4 extra. So 3 plus 4 is 7. So with this guy, you'll carry 4 grenades. And that's useful to me because, I'm trying to make a grenade loadout. So he's gonna obviously give me more grenades, so I'm gonna be dealing out more grenades. And because grenades have, what is it? Grenades have a 25-second cooldown. 25 seconds is quite a bit, so what I'm gonna be doing is that I'm gonna be using Happy Holidays. Happy Holidays reduces your ability cooldown by 40%. That seems pretty good. So I'm going to be using that. But I also want more stuff to increase my grenades. While this person increases my grenade damage radius by 50%. Bigger the radius, the more damage that you do to more people around the area. Well, assault crit damage doesn't buff my grenades. This says something about grenades. It says it increases my grenade damage by 30%. More damage, bigger area, more grenades. That seems really good. But with all those grenades, I'm gonna run out of energy pretty fast. So I'm gonna use Fuel for the Fallen to replenish my grenade energy. Because, you know, if I'm gonna be throwing out many grenades, and it takes 30 energy to throw a grenade, and you only have 100 energy, so that's 30 divided by 100, that's 2. You can only throw 2 grenades before you run out of energy, but with Fuel for the Fallen, every elimination you get restores energy over 3 seconds. That's pretty good because every kill you get energy, so you can throw more grenades, more damage, more husks gone. What's another good one? Cluster Bomb. Explodes into 6 ball grenades, which deals 23 base energy damage in a half a tile radius. That's pretty good, because that also increases my grenade radius. With more grenades, more damage. So what else could I use? Let's see, what else do I have? Every 45 eliminations grants a frag grenade charge. That's also really good because I'm going to be running out of grenades. It's a 30-second cooldown. You know, more grenades the better because it helps me. Gadgets. This is more of a you preference. I
Like and
like to
subscribe.
run Adrenaline Rush because I use it to revive teammates and also heal myself a lot. I also use that paired with hover turrets because, you know, like hover turrets. Why not? That's a real bad example, but oh well. Anyways, that is going to be it for today. Comment down below if any of this makes any sense. If it does not make sense to anyone, I will consider making another video. And that's all I have for today, guys. So have a nice day.